Hi everybody, this is a continuation of the video that I am making to show the players in my campaign a place called Fort Faithful. It's an original location that I've created in my campaign. I used the Dungeon Alchemist software to make these maps and then export them into Fantasy Grounds where we play. I've got another video that shows you the first floor and the outlying buildings around the keep. And in this video, I'm going to show you the second floor and the basement. So let's dive right in. I can select a token here and then see its view. And if you look down here, you see that these are the spiral stairs that take you down to the entryway courtyard. And as I said, there's a gap where this balcony stretches over to the gatehouse. So you'd be looking down into the courtyard by looking through there. You see that inside of these crenellations are some arrow slits that you can take cover behind and shoot arrows out of. These two doors, this one leads down to the main hallway of the second floor. You see there? And this leads into the chapel. It's one of the two entryways into the chapel. There's more doors over there on that interior hallway. These windows here are stained glass, nothing military or defensive about them. And then you see the chapel here. There are statues for Sujo, Nutrico, and Sonoa, which is the triad that the Order of the Gauntlet guys worship in my campaign. Head out here into the hallway, and this little hallway leads to guest rooms. These are tiny little rooms that visitors to the keep can stay in. There's 4 rooms here. They're all identical, and this is where the players in my campaign are staying right now. Over here is sort of an officer's hallway. Over here on the right is the doctor's room. And on the left are the 2 lieutenants' rooms. Again, they're more or less identical. One for the Red Squad lieutenant, Lieutenant Dan, and one for the Green Squad lieutenant, Lieutenant Naya. So that would be her room there. All right, let's head back out into the main hall. And this door leads to the second in command's quarters. They're pretty nice. She's got this big room here with her table and her bearskin rug and her bed and her footlocker and all that. There's a connecting room here over to the commander's room where the 2 of them can meet and plot strategy and look at their reference maps and that sort of thing. Moving on in here, we see the commander's quarters. They are, palatial. He is the commander of the entire garrison here. He's, as you recall, a bard. These are his very nice rooms. He's also right now turning into a ghoul in this particular story. Out here in the hallway, there's a little storage room where you can keep some knickknacks and a broom and that sort of stuff. And then here is the officer's bathroom, a little nicer than the one we saw downstairs. We've got a sink here, another tub, and then these guys, rather than just having open outhouse type stuff, they've got little stalls with doors so they can have some privacy when they're doing their officer business in here. At the end of the hall, we find stairs that lead down. These would lead down to the end of the first floor where the cook's quarters and the armory are. All right, so I'm going to back out of here and I'll drag my little guy over to the, this is the loft of the barn. Not much to see here. It's I had to use hangman's nooses to represent some sort of winch for bringing, like hay and stuff up into the loft. So these are not actually, gallows. They are instead meant to be sort of like pulleys and ropes and that sort of thing. I couldn't make this open here, so I used that brown tile to represent the open air area that leads down into the lower part of the barn. And then back here is the quarters of the stable master who prefers to sleep in the barn. All right, so that takes care of the second floor locations. Let's see if we can add this all in one video since these are pretty short, and I'll show you the basement floor. So let's go over here and grab a token so we can walk around in here. Here, let me kind of zoom out so you can see it. So this area up here at the top of the screen, that's the cellar below the kitchen, right underneath the cook's quarters. And then this over here, these would be the stairs that lead up to the kennel, and these are the stairs that lead up to the courtyard. We'll just grab a lizard folk token and then look through its eyes. And you can see that what they're storing down here, first off, they've got a couple of jail cells in case they need to incarcerate anyone. And then they've just thrown all kinds of stuff that they're not currently using. So there's a lot of furniture down here, and there's some overflow grain and flour and stuff. There's a canoe, boxes and barrels and that kind of stuff. And then those are the stairs going up. And then we can hop over here. We'll grab another token, get a skeleton this time, drop it in here. And then this is sort of the larder down below the cook's quarters. So it's full of, honey and food and cheese and whatever. And that's it. That's Fort Faithful, guys. I hope you enjoyed those videos, and I will see you later.